Welcome everyone to the stream. So if you're just checking in or if you're watching this later, just skip to the part in which I will actually do some charting, because first of all I have to check out some things, see if the stream is working correctly and if the sound is good. That's the most important thing. I think, at least. Do some charting, because first of all I have to check out some things, see if this works correctly. Yeah, I think it's good. It all sounds good, at least. Let's just wait a little bit. It should also be the case that you only see this chart, because I got other windows open now. I wasn't able to fix that with OBS, because OBS sometimes doesn't work that well if you want to switch up which window you are recording. It's not really related to crypto, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, it doesn't really record well sometimes then, but now I figured it out. So right now I'm looking at if the stream is, if the connection is good, and if OBS is still working correctly, and if the audio is working, which seems to be working, which all seems to be working. Although right now it does seem that the bitrate is a little bit lower. So please let me know if anything happens with the sound or something. Please let me know, because last stream we actually had some troubles with the sound, which is the last thing we want, of course. So 5 streamers at this point of time, might be lagging behind a little bit, but welcome all. And in this stream, I wanted to do something a little bit more laid back, just looking for some trade setups, to be honest. As of right now, I'm not in any trades, I believe. So if you're new to this channel, welcome to cilinixfxcapital, and follow me on Twitter if you want to, because most of my updates about the streams, but also about trades, are posted right here. So my last trade I posted was this trade on KNC, which was right here. I don't think we hit that. No, we just missed that. Price actually reached 2.87. My entry was more at that 200 EMA. That usually is a very strong resistance level, and I didn't want to put it all the way up at $3. So I thought this was already quite $3 would be conservative and would be a low risk. I thought this was medium risk. If you really wanted to put a high risk trade, you could have done something like this, because this was the full key level. You could have entered at around here, and then done something like this, but then the risk reward just wouldn't be worth it. As you can see, it's a risk reward of 1.53, and so that wouldn't have been worth it, I think. Now we missed it, and I also think it's invalid now, because usually when trades become invalid, or that happens when you actually get near the price, and now that level where we placed that trade on top of, this level here at 2.9, that's actually the same level as where we found resistance of in what actually happened with KNC, because the full level reaches all the way from 2.72 up until $3. So that's a pretty big area. It's over 10%, but therefore the trade is invalidated. right? So I'll just update that on Twitter after this stream. It's not going to be that long of a stream, but still. But yeah, that trade would have been nice. I mean, if we actually if the pending was actually at that 2.87 level, we also would have hit that take profit, which was still at 1.53. Was it really? Yeah. So the risk reward wasn't great in either case, but that's enough. Usually I don't do, or my plan wasn't to do trade recaps, or at least setup recaps. It was more to find some new trades, and also to go over some trades we talked about in my first video that I posted, I think last week on Tuesday or Monday actually, so almost a week ago. So I had some trade setups on Cardano, XRP and Solana, so I just wanted to take a look at those first, see if we can find something there. Because as of right now, price is really choppy. As you can see, it's just not really trending that much, which you can also trade on. I mean, it doesn't have to be trending. It being trending definitely is a great thing, but as you can see, like over the last month, volume right now is pretty low. It's about the same levels we were at right here, a little bit lower actually, but like the same levels we were at right here, and those levels we were also consolidating quite a bit. A very small downtrend, but still. So I don't know. It's in the video I had this like this is a very low risk trade, and this is almost invalid. I'd say that this is in about 2 days this trade is invalid. And if you want to like note all the entry levels, take profit levels and stop losses, you can always see here at the side of the chart, that gray one is the entry level, so in this case 70 cents, then a stop loss at 77.16 and a take profit at around 60 cents. But as I said, this will become invalid in quite a short period of time. So now what I'm looking at, and what's actually quite interesting, but I do have to say that like you can for sure trade in these market circumstances where it's just not that trending, but at some point of time you will get some trendy moves such as this one. So I think there's a small trade we can actually get right here for Cardano. It is high risk though. It is high risk, but what I have seen in the in the last couple of days, but generally in like the last week and a half after that big drop down, so I'd say like in the last 9 days, is that 50 EMA, that red line, is actually a pretty strong resistance level. You can also see that right here. So what I think could be a nice trade idea is actually something like this. But as I said, it's going to be very high risk. And no, that's not it. So let's drag it along a little bit and see if we can find a precise entry point for it. So I'd say that I would like to take that. I mean, it's already high risk, so it would be great, I'd say, to just take that at the lower bound of that of that key level. If you want to make it like less risky, you could put it up here at 55 cents. But I'd say it doesn't matter that much. We'll put a stop loss, I think about here. And let's see where we can get that. Ooh, the risk reward is not going to be great. Okay, no, I don't want to do too high risk trades for now. So let's actually pull that entry point up to around 55 cents. I'll post and welcome everyone who is new. Like 11 people watching right now. Welcome all to Cilinix Crypto. We're just finding some live trade setups. I doubt that I'm more of a day trader or swing trader. I doubt that we'll be entering any trades today. But it could happen. Definitely that KNC trade is no. So no, we will not be trading today, or not live at least, but we will be finding some live trade setups, and then I will probably be streaming like tomorrow or the day after tomorrow again, and maybe then we'll enter some real trades in real time. But let's get back to this. So what I also wanted to say is that when we actually confirm this trade, so if we have somewhat reasonable entry prices, take profits and stop losses, I'll post the the entry point, the take profit or my take profit, the stop loss and the risk reward in the chat as well, so you can just copy it if you want to. I mean, of course you always need to trade your own plan first. So I'm kind of doubting something, because I think we should put the stop loss at that point or something, and then just go for a small trade like this. 1.7 risk reward. We don't need that big of a move. We only need 2.85%. But we only have 1.67% drawdown. So the risk we have with that is that if we break out of this level, so if we just like on the 15-minute time frame already, if on the 15-minute we break above this level here at 55 cents, it's going to be a breakout. And breaking above that, we would do something like this and instantly get up to like 59 cents. Or 59 cents might be a little bit high. So that's the risk we're taking. But I think it's a calculated risk. So as I said, it is a high risk trade, but still I think it's possible. So let me actually see if I can put that in the chat. It was an ADA trade, I think. Oh, okay. That doesn't work. Okay. The entry level of this trade is 5495. The stop loss is 5586. Take profit right now, and this takes quite a bit of time. So if you think there's a better way to do this, or that I should just, I'll probably make a video on this as well, but I don't think I'll do it today. So, but yeah, take profit at 5338. And a risk reward of what was it, 1.7 or something, 1.71. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see if it all sends a little bit. Entry is okay, stop loss is okay, take profit is okay. So yeah, so that's the first trade. I think that's the only one for ADA. I mean, as I said, it's pretty high risk. We don't want to trade too many high risk trades. One thing I was looking at is this level right here. It's actually quite an interesting level, because this level is also in consolidating markets. Those levels can also actually provide quite a lot of good entries, quite a lot of long trades in this case. The thing is though, is that this is a pretty big area between like 50 cents and 48.5 cents, which is, I don't know what it does that, which is about like 3%. So you can place a long order here at 50 cents and your stop loss down there, but you would need a very good take profit to actually still have a decent risk reward, which it might be or it might be smarter to just put your entry point at 49 cents, but that increases the risk that will actually break that level, because if the price drops down all the way to 49 cents, it's all the way down to the lower bound of that key area, which could mean that it's dropping down even more. But that's not it's not that important for now. Let's actually check out Ripple or XRP. Here the same. It's all the cryptos are moving very in a correlated manner. So I'd say something like this is a is a decent trend line in which you can kind of see what's happening. Again, that 50 EMA, which we talked about, very strong resistance level. We found this level here at 51.76. That's still valid for like the next week, but the chances that we'll actually get to that level are pretty slim, I'd say. So let's drag that along a little bit like this. Let's see if we can find something else. I don't know. I mean, we can check something out like this. No, I don't know if this fib is really valid. I'd say it is. I'd say it is. So what we get then, we can make this white as well. Yeah, it works pretty well, but XRP right now is not that volatile. It's not that trending either, of course. It's 2% daily possible for a beginner trader. Well, 2% daily is a lot. That's like 11% a week, or even more. I'm still used to the forex trading days, but crypto you can trade every day. So if you take 2% a day, that's unrealistic, because you're just not going to win every day. You're going to have days where you lose 2%, 5%, depending on your risk management. So no, I wouldn't say 2% daily is possible for a beginner. I'd aim at like 2% a week. That's something I would aim for. But it's definitely, I know that there's a lot of people out in the trading world and stuff pushing that you can earn like 50% a week. It's not realistic unless you create a successful algorithm or a trading bot, or you create some sort of system, automate that, and that works. But unless it's, I mean, you can have a very good trading strategy and a strategy that works. It's proven, you've back tested it. But then again, you'll have the psychology behind it, and you're just not going to make 2% a day. So I mean, there are people that have done that almost from the beginning, but way more people have actually lost more than 2% daily in the beginning. So I'd say it's not realistic to assume that. I'd be more realistic getting into that, and then just when you're learning about trading and learning about crypto and trading crypto, you'll find out whether it's realistic for you or not, I'd say. So yeah, XRP volume, yeah, it's down 35%. It's also very visible on the chart. I mean, look at these candles. They don't tell us anything, I'd say. Over the last month, volume is down by quite a bit as well. It's now at 1.1 billion. It just used to be higher. It's pretty reasonable that it used to be higher when the market was more trending, of course, but that also decreases the chances we get. So let's see if we can actually spot something. See, this trend line doesn't work, and I doubt that this trend line is going to work. I don't know, to be honest. Like, we got this level. I'm kind of looking at these levels. This level up here, which is like we're in this consolidation ultimately between 44 cents and 39 cents, because this move was fundamental. We got some fundamental bearish moves there. It also happened with Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, what we did with this move is we actually, if you compare it 1-to-1, we went over 31,000 and dropped down below that instantly. So that happened throughout the whole crypto market, and also with XRP. So it's very choppy right now. There's even this level here in the middle, here at 42 cents. I wouldn't really trade XRP right now. If I would trade it, maybe we can do something like this. Maybe this is actually reasonable with a good risk reward. Like if we do something like this. I don't think it will be, so don't make any assumptions just yet, but like something like this could be quite low risk, but I'm not sure yet, as I said. Something like this, dropping down all the way to 42 cents. That's a 1.3 risk reward ratio. That's not great. That's not great. And if we put it at the top, you have that same problem we just talked about. If we actually reach the top of this level, the chances that we will break out of it increase, because then you're already at the top. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Just don't think, I mean, we could like make the stop loss a little bit less, like something like this, and then we would have a 2 risk reward ratio. Works at least 95. What do you mean with 95%? Like a 95% win ratio? Like how many trades is the bot going to take? I mean, it could be possible to get a 95% win ratio. But if it's taking 2 trades a day or 2 trades a week, that's a huge, or a year, that's a huge difference. Yeah, it's I looked into coding for a bot that can understand trend lines, and that's quite hard. It's most bots don't actually take a look at trend lines, or trend lines are difficult, but I believe it's possible. But it's just, trend lines are very difficult because right now we're actually on the, we're still on the logarithmic chart, but sometimes like trend lines can differ over like a normal chart and then a logarithmic chart, and of course, I mean, how are you going to teach a bot how to draw a particular trend line? So you have to code into the strategy that you'll have isolated wicks or isolated tops of candles, like that the price doesn't reach that area for the next n amount of candles and n amount of candles after that and before that. But yeah, so that's difficult. But yeah, creating a bot is definitely the best thing, I'd say. And if it's not fully automatic, the problem, as I said, you'll run into is the psychology. So then I would always oh, excuse me, my iPad is doing some weird things. But I would always encourage you to there are pretty good books on like stoicism and stuff. That can like improve. It can like improve your ability to cope with the stress that trading brings sometimes. It's in essence it's pretty easy, because it's things like that you shouldn't be too happy about winning trades. Because if you're very happy about winning a trade, you're also going to be very sad if you're going to lose one. Those kind of things. So if it's not fully automatic, I would definitely try to like really train your mental. What's up, Paul Sanchez? Give future signals, please. Well, we had one signal. I don't know if you can see it if you join later, but I think at the top of the chat we had one Cardano trade for now. This XRP trade I'm not going to take. I mean, too risky, not that much. I mean, it would have been great if we could get a little bit more of a take profit, but that stop loss was just too tight. That would come way too high risk. So this is a trade we talked about. High risk, but could be a nice one. I'm going to take it at least. 10 trades every day. What kind of strategy is it? Is it I mean, that must be scalping, right? Or how many pairs, how many cryptos are you using it on? Because it's either going to be a scalping strategy, or a strategy that works over a lot of cryptos. It's difficult, but going with the bots is definitely something which I think is a good thing, and I would stick with that, and just maybe I don't know, look up some good courses on trading in general. Not necessarily crypto trading, but trading in general. So stocks, crypto, forex, and maybe you can find something that works for all three, and you can like transform that a little bit more towards crypto, because crypto obviously is, if you compare crypto trading with like forex, it's a whole different world. It's way more manipulated by whales. It is way more volatile by things like news, but also in general it's way more volatile. So yeah. Oh well. So yeah. If I say so yeah one more time, I'm going to click this away, but let's actually take a look at Solana. So Solana, still the same. So we had this trade, which is not valid anymore right now. So I will do that as well. But the main thing that trade was, I mean, we still have this one here at $60. I think that's still a good trade. Here at $60, and then stop loss, I put it at like I don't know. Put it like here, and then I take profit of this level, I suppose. Oh well, that's not actually that good of a trade. Yeah, crypto is 24/7. That's one good thing, but what I said about the volatility is great as well. It's obviously that brings more risk as well, but you can have some pretty big moves, and you could like implement into the strategy that, for example, all the long trades that you actually just hold them open, like 5% of position, just hold that, and put the stop loss at break even, or like at a trailing stop loss of the equivalent of 80 pips or something. And then you could have some, like, if cryptos go to the moon, a few trades could actually make your year. But okay, let's get back to it. Solana, it's pretty tough, because I'd say this is a pretty good trade, but it's I don't like that risk reward, to be straight with you. So let's see if we can find something more interesting. And this doesn't work that well. As you can see, it kind of works with the bodies, but it's more like this level. This level is pretty strong. I think it's strong enough to actually bring us up a little bit. So I have an idea. It's pretty high risk again, I'd say. But you have this level right here. Oh wow, that could actually work. Okay, I'm pretty hyped about this potential. And I must add, I haven't said that in the video, but if you're trading on crypto, please be cautious, because if any big fundamental thing happens throughout the world, such as macroeconomic things, inflation, interest rates, those kind of things, but also if political things happen throughout the world, just please, if you have any open trades and you become insecure about what those trades are going to do regarding the news, just close them, because as I said, crypto is very subject to big moves after the news. And for example, Solana, if you got a good long trade on Solana and the network goes down, just close that long trade, because it's just not going to, you're just going to see your position fall. And then news and fundamentals are always still, unfortunately, right now are still more important than technicals. So what's up, Asil? Yeah, I'll trade. I'll take a look at Jasmine as well. Jasmine is pretty tradable. Has a nice volume. Phantom will soon reach $3. Let's see if that's realistic. No, that's not realistic. That's going up by like 9, which would place the market cap first of all at like 8-9 billion, which in these market circumstances would put it in the top 15. Which, I mean, you can argue that Phantom deserves that, definitely for the long term, but in the short term, in these market circumstances, it's just not possible. It's really not possible. And in crypto, you have a lot of people talking about this coin can go up by 10, and the other coin can go up by 20, and it will be a top 10 coin. But in reality, not that many cryptos actually get to those levels. So Phantom to $3 soon is not going to happen. In the next bull market, it probably is going to happen. So I mean, I do think we can have some pretty big moves then, and maybe then we can even reach $5. It is possible, but in these market circumstances, it's just not realistic, I'd say. So yeah, no, don't think we'll be able to get there. Yeah, Solana. We're just talking about Solana because I had this trade idea. So we found support here at this level, which seems pretty strong, around $50, but more specifically $49 and $48. And the main thing I'm looking for is to actually get a break retest off of this 50.84 level. So essentially the trade idea is something like this. Like to break that and to take a break retest and move all the way up to here. So the trade then would be something like this, which okay, let's see if that actually checks out. Yeah, so you must realize that we first need to break above that that 50.81 level. Actually put it like this. I think this is a pretty good trade. Risk reward of 1.65 now, but I think we can bring it back to here. So that would be a 2.21. I mean, so excuse me that I'm just going back and forth with things. FTM in a good position for investing right now? I'd say so, but I like the Phantom project. I'm not invested in it right now. I'm not investing in a bear market, which I think we are in, but I do think that this is one of the better price areas. It's at the same levels we were at like at the beginning of last year. Phantom is one of those tokens that had a massive bull run at the end of last year. So now it has dropped down quite a bit. If you're going to hold it for the long term, I think this is a very good position for investing. I think Phantom is going to be around until 2025. I expect a bull market then. So within 3 years, I definitely think you can at least double your money, and that's very conservative. Okay, so but I will finish this trade on Solana real quick. So I think that after breaking above this 50.85 level, I think we can take a break retest and see something like this. So stop loss then would be at 49.94. Entry level is at 50.86.5, and take profit at 52.90 or yeah 95. But let me quickly place that in the chat. Yeah, and then afterwards we'll do I'm just posting it in the chat right now, so you can copy that. 50.86. It's 50.865. We should do that precisely. I mean, it's and then the so that's the entry. Then the stop loss is at. It's a pretty tight stop loss, but we still have like this whole level within the stop loss, so that's great. 49.94. 49, I believe. Was it right? Excuse me. No, it was 94. 94, and then the take profit we have at 52.90. 95, and that has a risk reward, pretty good risk reward, I'd say, because this is a risk reward of 2.21. And what I'm probably going to do, yeah, it's a long trade on Solana. So as I said, it's important to understand that it's not even going to be a guarantee, and because we still have to break above this level here at 50.86. But I think that as soon as we break above that, so really on the 4-hour time frame, we break above that. I think then this trade is actually pretty good. So it's like planning ahead of what's going to happen. And I think this support is strong enough to let us break above that. So I think this trade will actually come into play in the next days, but still. And why I think it's a good trade is because we have a risk reward at 2.21 right now. Let me just post it in the chat right now. Yeah, so it's in the chat right now. Yeah, it might hit stop loss and go to the profit level. That's always the risk with trading, but if it hits the stop loss, my plan wasn't correct, because then either this whole level doesn't exist, or this support level and the bullish momentum we have right now wasn't enough. So this is, of course, some trades can go wrong, and this is definitely not financial advice, but this is a trade I will be taking, and I think it's pretty profitable, or it could be good. So yeah, but it is long, and why I think it's good, actually better than this, is because the risk reward, and I wanted to talk about this for like 3 times already, but the risk reward right now is 2.21, but I think you could actually extend this take profit a little bit more towards like a 3 risk rewards. But the thing is, like something you can do is you can just take out 50% of the 50% out of the position right here. So for example, you invested $1,000 in this trade, you'll take out $500 right there, and then you adjust the stop loss to either like your entry level, so that basically you have made some profit, but you won't be able to make any losses anymore. Or, and I cannot actually draw the thing back. That's not great. Okay. So, or something what you can do to like, and we had it right here, to like even increase your profit more, if this trade at least is successful, is that if the price actually reaches that level at the 2.21 risk reward, that you put the stop loss at like 51.80. So that guarantees that you at least make some more profit. But then at least the trade is secured, as I'd like to say. So then you won't be able to make any losses. And that's also something I sometimes do. That's just a trading technique. Sometimes what you could do on high risk trades, and the thing with that is that you have to monitor your trades quite a lot. But if you have a high risk trade and that trade has come into play, so it has reached the entry level, and it's up like 2%, I don't know. It's up like 2%, and then afterwards you get some bad news for that crypto, so you think it's going to go down. Then you can just take out half of the position at like plus 2%, put the stop loss at minus 2%, so when it hits the stop loss, you've already taken 50% out of the position at plus 2%, so when it reaches that stop loss at minus 2%, you're at break even, and the trade has been secured either way. So then the news took you out, and you didn't make any profit, but you didn't make any loss either. So it's just a technique I sometimes use. But yeah, fairly good trade, I'd say. It is in the chat now, yeah? Yeah, it is in the chat. Possible break retest of 50.86. It's a possible long trade. Entry, stop loss, take profit. Yeah, everything is there. Okay, nice. So yeah, Jasmine. Let's actually see. Is Jasmine on Bybit? I think so, yeah. So I'm trading on Bybit. If you want to trade on Bybit as well, that's the exchange I prefer because they have the lowest rates. Oh, what's happening with the microphone? That's not good. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Wow. Don't know what's causing that. Just going to decrease that a little bit. If everything is alright, I'm back online again. But yeah, that was so two things happened, and the microphone is still not good. Excuse me. So what happened is the cam paused because my like the USB actually disconnected, but this microphone is not great. So I'm just going to turn off the microphone sound and see what we can do, because this is bad. It's good now. Okay. Okay, then I'm just going to, I'm not sure what's causing it, because my USB things are not that great. Yeah, it's my USB things are not that great, so I think that's causing it. Could also be that some other electronics around it are causing it. Yeah, I thought my phone as well. So I did my phone away. Yeah, it's better now, but it's sometimes it's just annoying, and I'm not sure what's causing it, because everything is plugged in correctly. There are some knots in the I think I just have to move very carefully to not touch anything. It seems okay now. Okay, then we'll check it out. Mbox. Okay, some things. Luna will be able to come back to life. Yeah, Uncle Frost. I thought so too. Something like that, at least. It was also charging. So it's gone now. Or it's a little bit further away. So I'm monitoring it closely. Welcome, by the way. But I'm monitoring it closely, and if it's annoying again, I don't know. I'll probably pause the stream again and plug everything back in again and remove some of the, like right now all my wires are pretty close together. So the wires for my webcam, mouse, microphone and stuff are all pretty close, but it seems to be okay now. Mbox, we'll do Mbox in a moment, so Jasmine will do after that. I think we'll check Mobox and Jasmine. And then I might call it quits for this stream, but I'll definitely be streaming more often in the upcoming days and weeks, now that I'm trading again quite a lot. So yeah, Mbox, Jasmy, and Luna. I made a video about Luna, about their whole proposal about Luna Classic and what they're going to do. I think it's quite interesting to talk about it, but it's pretty sad, obviously, in the beginning. But I'm not sure. Like the new Luna token could actually get a decent market cap, because I still think that there's a big community behind Terra. But I don't think it's, it might get into the top 100 and it might be hyped quite a bit. But I don't think it's going to become a big crypto, and I don't think it has a unique selling point anymore. It's basically just going to be Cosmos. I mean, Terra was built with the Cosmos SDK. And they just added those things with the stablecoin, making it very, or at least like that was their main selling point. And they removed all the things from the code relating to UST and like like what was working between Luna and UST. They removed that, so now it's just Cosmos and probably some small adjustments, but it's not that yeah, it's not that great. So yeah, let's check out Mbox. But I made a video about that. I'll probably, like, maybe the Luna token of right now, which will become a Luna Classic, so LUNC will become the ticker. Maybe that could actually boost up if this proposal, if this second plan actually goes through, because some of the new Luna tokens will be distributed to the old Luna holders, and they will make a snapshot, I think the 27th of May. So if you buy a lot of the old Luna, then you would actually get like quite a big amount of the new Luna, which I don't think that's a great thing, but that could make the price of the old Luna go back up a little bit. But it's not going to, it's not going back to $1 or something. It's way too inflated for that. Yeah, let's check out Mbox. Oh, Mbox. I haven't checked out Mbox in a long time. So let's see. I had this chart on it. And just check that out a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty big drop. This is an old chart. It's very messy. Excuse me. So yeah, wow. But Mbox, it's pretty inflationary as well, right? Yeah, like only 8% of the circulating supply is out of the max supply. The total supply right now is not that much, but see if you want to check out inflation, something like this works. Not always. Like you can see over only the last year, you can see that the market cap here, or the price, was actually almost the same right here, but the market cap was way higher. So what that means is that more coins were released into circulation, making the market cap way higher than that. And over the last 3 months, it doesn't look that there's too much released, but still you have that problem of it being inflationary. And apart from that, Mobox always used to like thrive when the market was bullish. You get those days when Mobox went up like 20% and then another 20%. So those would be great, something like this. But also these days, as you can see, I analyze those days as well. But I don't think it's getting back up to $5. Just if you bought at $5, you could do two things. I'd say maybe the most realistic and best option is just to DCA in, so just to get a dollar cost average. If you still believe in the project, that's the main thing. If you still believe in the project, I think you can get some decent staking options on Mobox. I can check that out for you real quick, but I would definitely stake it a little bit. Stake it in a liquidity pool. Like you could stake it in a high security liquidity pool. Like right now, that liquidity pool, this is finished, but I think you can find more like that. But this liquidity pool between Mbox and BNB had a 58% APY, which is pretty big. But yeah, let's actually see if you can. I'm not sure where the other. I'm not going to connect that right now. But yeah. If you still believe in the project, my advice would be, but that's not financial advice, and you always need to do what's best for you. But my advice, if you still believe in the project, is to DCA in and stake everything you have. Just find out the best staking solutions, staking or liquidity farming will be the best one. So I don't know, maybe we can check out like BV Swap for that. BV Finance, excuse me. Maybe there we can actually find out something for you. No, they don't have Mbox. Let's see. Maybe on Pancake Swap. SLP. I mean, SLP was always good to scalp. I think as SLP has a huge volume. We'll get back to SLP, or back to Mbox. Don't worry. Wow, it's fallen a lot though. Yeah, that's just sad. Still remember analyzing it in these days. Back then I thought it was very low, but yeah, it's just tough for SLP right now. With SLP again, you do have to like take into consideration that way more is being minted still than burned. So you could scalp maybe, but I would do some research on that mint and burn mechanics and when most of it's being burned and minted and stuff. That's something I would advise. But let's see if we can check out if they have Mbox right here. We cannot. Oh, we can. Okay, so Mbox BNB has a 12% APY. That's not that great. That's a farm. Could also put it in a liquidity pool. No, it doesn't have a liquidity pool. Finished. Some old ones. No. Yeah, so I would just look up. I would just look up where you can find where you can actually have some great Mbox APY or APR, and then I would DCA back in if you still believe in it. So what price? Well, DCA, it doesn't really matter what price. It's just like buy a certain amount of tokens every month or every week, so you get that average cost price. You get it down from $5. It's going to be tough. I don't know how much you invested in the beginning, and you don't need to tell me, but it's going to be tough to bring it down. But if you brought it down and you can stake it, it might still be okay. But I wouldn't like lose more money into it, and definitely not money you don't want to lose. Yeah, like for Mbox, if we analyze that quickly, that $1 level doesn't seem to be that strong. So if you really want a low price, it maybe is more maybe it's smarter to buy in at around 75 cents. That looks to be a stronger support. So like DCA into prices more towards that area. It's going to be very tough to actually DCA between 80 cents and 75 cents. I think that's a pretty strong support, but still Yeah. Atom to 12 USDT. I'm not sure about that. Oh, it's possible. But I wanted to check out Jasmy first, so we'll do Jasmy. No problem, man, Izu. It's thank you for your time watching this live stream and for the support. Yeah, so I wanted to check out Jasmy first. Jasmy has a pretty small chart on Bybit, which is fine. Because Jasmy right now is at all-time lows, so there are not any key levels we need to know about. So right now, right here, this is the daily. Let's actually put some fibs here for the daily. Something like this. Well, that fib really really doesn't do that much. But this one works. This one is pretty. This one is a major one. And then you can do something like this. Oh, this is a pretty weird level. We'll just check that out on the 4-hour time frame just to be accurate with the last price levels. So you can see that this is a level down here. This. Yeah, but for Jasmy, it's pretty hard to analyze right now. And Jasmy always moves. Jasmy can move very contrary to what the market does. So you have this trend line, like something. I wouldn't feel comfortable trading Jasmy right now in these market circumstances. But something you can look at is like this. This could actually work. This level right here, and then you'll get something like this. Stop loss down to there. Take profit down there. Like something like this could work on Jasmy. Oh, is EODEX pumping today? Oh yeah, great. Wow, it's deserved. I don't think it's pumping because of me. I'm sure, actually. But still. Oh, ApeCoin is also up a little bit. Interesting. So yeah, like Jasmy, I don't expect too much out of Jasmy right now. It's the main thing we're doing and we're trying to do is staying above that 1.1 cent area, which we're doing a great job at. I think that level could actually hold for a longer period of time. It's also what I said in my last Jasmy analysis. I'll probably do a full analysis on it tomorrow as well. But for now, I might be taking this trade. But if I'm taking this trade, I'll look at it a little bit more. But if I'm taking this, I'll probably post it on Twitter. So make sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to. This broadcast, I think I'm quitting this broadcast in a few minutes, in like 5 minutes or something. So after we check Jasmy, take a quick look at Adam, but afterwards I think I'm leaving, but I'll be back either tomorrow or Monday, I think. So again, updates on that will also be posted on Twitter. It's cilinixfxcapital, same thing. Thanks for the follow. So if you follow me on Twitter, first of all, you'll get some trades like this one we had a couple of days ago. This one was actually correct. I mean, KNC right now is still up quite a bit, 2.5 right now, and the trade level we had it at was actually right here. Like this was our entry point. And yeah, and you can just check that out. You can verify it here. 2.0355 before that happened. 2.0355. That was this level. We dipped down a little bit lower, but here 2.037. That was the level, and we went up with like 40% from there. So if you want if you want trades like that, follow me on Twitter. Of course, not every trade is going to be like this, but it was a good one. And all the announcements, and I retweet some interesting things, I think, at least. So yeah, send link of your Twitter. Yeah, I'll put that in the chat real quick. All right, so let's check out Atom. As I said, just to say that again, if I'm going to take this trade, I'll tell you on Twitter. If you hear nothing about it, I'm not taking it. Because as I said, Jasmy has a huge community behind it, a lot of traders behind it, and it can pump. It can pump like the best in a short period of time. I think the volume of Jasmy is probably also up right now. Oh no, it's down. So I was wrong about that, but still. Yeah, let's check out Atom real quick. I don't have that right here. I might add that to all the trading things we're doing, but not right now. So it's now just right here between all the other cryptos I analyzed. Wow, YouTube. A lot of cryptos. Well, this analysis was wrong. It was way less volatile than I expected. But Jasmy up to $12. Well, that's probably going to happen. It's not that big of a move. It's just like it seems to be that we're just consolidating again, like all other cryptos, between these levels, respectively. And like, if you have a wide enough stop loss, this level right here at 11.44 is pretty strong, but then we'll just go down to 10.5, line up with the trend line and go up from there. So yeah, and from there, I mean, I think nothing major is going to happen with Atom or some of the other cryptos. And with something major, I mean a breaking out of this consolidation. It's really waiting for new fundamentals. So next week, let's see if we have something. No, we don't have. I think new inflation numbers and interest rate talks. Interest rate talks won't be for like 2.5 months, but new inflation numbers will be in 2 weeks. I think that could be a catalyst to actually make us either drop down more or get us some nice moves. But I think at least until that time, we'll actually just stay pretty quiet in the whole crypto market. But still, in quiet markets, you can also have some great trades. So don't get it twisted. But yeah, so we checked out everything I wanted to check out. So with that, I am going to close this stream. I want to thank you all for watching and listening. And if you enjoyed it, please make sure to like, subscribe, those kind of things. You know the deal. Usually don't ask for that, but if you feel like it, it doesn't cost anything. You would help me with it, so I don't know. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. As I said, I will be streaming probably tomorrow or Monday again. But yeah, for now, everybody have a good day. Thank you all for being here, and yeah, see you later. Bye.